Video we'll learn the next part of the closures. We'll see how to pass a closure as a parameter to the function in this video. Okay, let's go to the Xcode. We'll see the example you can understand clearly. What is our concept today? How to pass a closure as a parameter to the function, like a integer, strings, as well as you can pass a closure also to the function. Okay, I'm taking some example function send request. This is the name of the function. Okay, for example, how to declare the closure? I'm taking the a is a string, b some integer. This is the simple function. I pass it two parameters. This is the name of the parameter. This is the type of the parameter. This is the name of the parameter. This is the type. What type? This is the integer. This is the string. Okay, now implementing to the function. Okay, now how to call this function? Simple, send request. After that you need to open the automatically, it will take automatically actually. Here we need to what it is asking. This is the name of the parameter. What it is type it is asking. You need to pass a data. Don't give string again because we given the string type. Actually given the types here, but here we need to pass the data. Okay, what type I am giving it? We need to give the string here. Here apple. What it is expecting integer. We need to give the data, integer data, and means numbers. What number I am giving? The 22 or any number 23. Okay, we'll check it out. It is called or not. It is called, but we are not printing anything. That is the reason we're not able to know it's called or not. Just I am printing printing. Yeah, this parameter I am printing. Yeah, or I am giving you the f name or name. Here also need to change. Okay, name. This is yes. This is the better understanding. Okay, now printing the name. Here printing the age. Now you can check it out, you can understand clearly. This is the implementation of the function, this is the calling the function. Look at here, cursor is here, I kept the breakpoint and it will go to the function again. Then it will be print name and age. These are the normal parameters. I pass the two parameters to the function. But I would like to pass the closure as a parameter to the function. Here, how to declare the closure as a parameter? Like you can give the name of the parameter. What type I'm giving? Closure as a parameter. So we need to give the some name. You can give any name, not only my closure. I am giving the my close. This is the name of the closure. Internally it is a parameter. We are passing the parameter. This is the name of the parameter. What type? Here I given the string type. Here I given the int type. But here what type I am giving? Just empty type. It is not taking anything. This is the closure. Should understand actually. This is the integer type. This is the string type. This is the I'm giving the this is the type, closure type. What closure type this is? This is not taking any parameters. It is not taking any argument or parameter. This is the name of the parameter as well as name of the closure also. Okay. Now it getting error because of this function send request function has in 3 arguments, but we used the only 2 arguments. That is the reason it is getting error. Send request I am calling apple apps. You can give any number. Closure. Here you need to pass the closure data. What data? Empty data. No need to pass anything actually. And please watch before this video. We need to know the closure. What is closure? How to declare the closure and how to call the closure. We have a video before this video in our channel. First need to watch that video, then after you can watch this video. then only you can understand clearly. Okay, here yeah, I'm passing the closure data. How to pass? Don't do anything here, just keep the cursor and enter. This is the empty closure. Why I am saying empty closure? Here, look at here, it is not taking anything and it is not returning anything. That is the reason this is the empty closure. Like it is a parameter you are implementing. What you are passing string, so you are passing the string. What you are passing integer, so I am passing the number. Here I am passing the closure, empty closure I am passing. Why need to pass the closure? Why? Because we declared as a closure as a parameter empty type. So inside that you can keep the some print statements, empty closure. And one more thing, everything is ready. Taken the function, first argument, second argument, third argument, third and final argument. This is closure as a third and final argument, and I passed the data, and closure also I passed the data. Everything is fine. But this closure will not be executed until this closure need to use the closure here. Then only this block of closure will be executed. Okay, just remember this. Now I am running the Xcode, then you can understand. Look at here, empty closure. Printed Apple Apps, this is here printed 12. My closure, look at here. The cursor will be go to the my closure, then only come to the this area in this block. Look at here, again I am running. Execution start from here, send request. Because of we are calling the function, go to the cursor into the inside the function block. First execute the first statement, next statement. After that, this statement will execute it. What this is statement here calling the closure. Now once come to the closure, the cursor come to the this block. Look at here. That's it. Okay, here you should understand, if you pass a closure as a final argument to the function, we can call it as that closure as trailing closure. Very important interview question concept also. What's that? If you pass a closure as a final argument to the function, you can call it as trailing closure. This closure as trailing closure. If you want, you can pass the first argument or second argument also. But this you can't call that this is not a trailing closure. Now this is not a trailing closure. When you can call it as trailing closure, it is a final argument or last argument. Then only you can call it as trailing closure. Now again I call this function send request. The first is Apple Apps. First I am passing the age also, age 23. Now I am passing the closure data. Just keep the cursor here, just enter. This is the closure I am passing here, empty closure. You can give any statement, you can write anything inside of this blocks, it will be executed. I am writing the just print statement, empty closure. Everything is fine, but this is not a trailing closure. Everything is fine. Okay, now again I will give the demo on trailing closure. Trailing closure means closure as a final argument or last argument, you can call it as a trailing closure. Now I would like to take closure inside two parameters. N1 is the integer. You can take any type also, no problem. That is your requirement. And int, I taken the closure two parameters, but I am not returning anything. Still I am returning the empty. Okay, now I am removing this. Again I will call it, no problem. Okay, just remove the error first. Exit argument label. Okay, now I would like to first I am calling the closure here, then only I can call the function my closure. But it is taking two arguments, both are integer, so we need to pass the data here, 11 and 22. That's it only. Why? Because we need to pass, this is not empty closure, it is taking the two parameters. So we need to pass the data at the time of the closure, like a function. When you're calling the function, you can pass the data, right? Then only you can pass the data when you call the closure. Now calling the closure. Sorry, now calling the function. As it is, I am giving the Apple Labs S32. Now look at here, what it is showing. It is taking two arguments. Some two arguments data. Okay, we will understand. Just keep the cursor and enter. Don't try to implement open and close braces. Don't do that. The better to just enter. If you have very good knowledge on closures, try to implement it. Try to implement open and close braces. Otherwise, if it doesn't have that much grip on that, just keep the cursor and enter. It will implement automatically the closure. Look at here. What it is taking, what it is expecting, the 11 will be copying to the this integer, 12 will be copying to the this integer. Okay, here block up the I'm printing it. What I am printing it, right? So here we need to take this data into this argument. Understand clearly. The 11 will be copying to the A, 22 will be copying to the B. Okay, not only A, B, you can give the any names also, that is user defined names. Okay, here this understand clearly. Here passing the string, here passing the integer, but here passing the closure as a, this is not empty closure, it is taking two integers and it is not returning anything. So at the time of calling, we need to pass the data. This data will be copying to this argument names. Now you can use this argument names. I am giving the A multiplied B. Look at here, the output will be printing here. Just look at here, 242. What is the output? 11 multiplied by 12. The output is 242. Okay, and one more thing you should understand. I'm returning the again integers. Okay, the again then only. Now here you need to return here. When you have a return, we need to return here at the time of implementing the block of closure. Return again, I am implementing A plus B data. Again integer. A plus B will be the integer. The return data will be written to the caller. This is a caller, right? Now I'm sorry. Okay, no problem. My closure, I am giving the 10, 20. It is written this return value. The return value will be assigned to the RES, and I am printing the return value also. Look at here. I am keeping the 3 cursors. Look at here, name will be printing, as will be printing. Now I am calling the closure, passing the data, come to the block of the closure. The data will be copying to the A 10, B is 20. I am printing the A multiplied by B. Again, it is written. Why we are returning? We declare the return type also inside the closure. Okay, the return data will be written to this closure. Look at here, the return data. It will be assigned to the RES where we are printing. Look at here, that's it. Otherwise, you can avoid the two statement. You can simply write it inside the my closure. I am passing. No need this entire stuff. You can done it in the single line. The written value will be printing directly. Look at here. That's it. Okay. What we have learned up to now? How to pass a closure as a argument to the function. You can pass the first argument or middle any argument you can pass it. But if you pass the closure as a last argument or a final argument to the function, we can call it as that closure is called trailing closure. Very important interview question and very important concept also. So many places you can use the trailing closure. Okay. If you have any doubt, just please comment me, and before watching this my channel, please subscribe and watch the videos. And before watching this video, first we have another video in the on the closure. First watch that video, then only you can watch this video, then you can understand clearly. Okay, thank you for watching. If you have any doubt, just comment me. Thank you.